Hi, this is my hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe. So today I just want to share a little bit about my story. I'll be sharing my stories on this page, and I'll also be sharing Yana's stories on this page, on this channel. But today I just want to explain what happened between me and my mother when I was young. So my mother got pregnant when she was around 14 to 15 years. That's what I heard. I don't have more information, but that's what I heard from different people. So when she got pregnant, she tried to abort me. That's what I heard. She tried to abort me, but she couldn't find the real ways to abort me. Like, now there is ways that people can do abortion in the hospitals, but those days they were using their traditional ways. So I don't know if she once tried it or it just didn't work. So she got me, and her family, which is my family, which is also my family, found out that she was pregnant when it was 8 months old. And when they asked her who the father was, she kept on telling them that she was raped. So she said she was raped, and also she said that she knows the guy and all that. So my family, my grandfather went to the guy, and the guy said no. So you have to understand, because people tell me different, like they explain differently. Different people explain differently. So my father, they say that my father said no. So my mother was very, very upset, and also she didn't want to keep the pregnancy because she feels like she was raped, or this guy just took advantage of her. So anyway, she had to keep me since the whole family knew that she was pregnant. Then she gave birth to me on March, in the month of March, or in the month of March. No one really knows when, like no one is not sure about the date, and I just chose 9 March because I like 9, and yeah, 1999. So she gave birth to me, but she still had that anger because her carrying me made her to drop out of school and everything. So she had hurt, like she was very mad at me, she was very angry with me. And some people also explained that she used to leave me by the Lord, like she was very angry with me, she really wished that I should die, like she wanted me to die. But yeah, so she kept on having those anger issues with me, hating me and all that, until when I was 9 months old. She had to run away, like she just disappeared, and people were looking for her but they couldn't find her. So she left me with my grandparents. So my grandparents had no choice but to take me in as their own child. So when I was around 3 years, that's when they found my mother. They found my mother that she was married somewhere else, but she was already pregnant. And it seems like the man that she was married to, she didn't tell him that she had a child. This is what I heard. I'm just explaining what I heard. So it seems like she never told that man that she had a child. So this man hated me as well. I would try to go for holidays and all that, but she couldn't accept me to go there. Like she couldn't accept me to be part of their family. So I was a child, I was like, whatever, I just let it go. So that's what happened with me and my mother when I was young. So I'll explain a little bit about how I was raised. So I grew up with my grandparents, and there was a lot of people at home, a lot of family that loved me, and some didn't love me because I really don't know what was happening, but some just didn't love me or like me, just like that. But my grandfather and my grandmother always had my back. So when I was 6, I have explained about me being 3 years old. So when I was around 6 years, I don't really know what happened, but I have some flashbacks. I keep on having flashbacks of someone raping me. But no one knows, or I think they know or they don't know, but someone raped me when I was 6 years old. And this affected me so bad because I believe that if my mother was around, maybe someone couldn't have taken advantage of me. So that's what had happened when I was 6 years. Then when I was seven, turning to like 8 years, yeah, 8 years, I remember we were moving from where we were staying to another city, where my grandfather stays currently. And I remember this man called me, like we had a neighbor, and we, like Malawians, our neighbors are our friends and all that. So this neighbor had to call me, like, there was a guy that was working at the neighbor's house. So he called me, and I was like, I don't have anywhere else to sleep. There was a girl as well, so I asked the girl from the neighbors, I don't have anywhere else to sleep. Can I sleep at your house? And since people are packing from our old house, they're packing stuff so that we can move to the other city early in the morning. But I'm tired, I need to sleep. Then I went to this house, and this man took me, and he was like, okay, I want you to listen to this song. He put some earbuds in my ears, and I was listening to that song and all that. And he started touching me, but I really didn't know what was happening. But I had the flashbacks of what was happening when I was 6 years. Because it's not just one man who raped me, but I feel like there were so many people who were taking advantage of me. But I didn't have, like, I was young, I can't remember everything. But I just have that feeling and those flashbacks. So this man put the earbuds in my ears, and he was like touching me and all that. And I was very scared, and I was like, no, you don't have to do this. Then he tried to rape me again, and I was like, you don't have to do this. Then I had to land to my bedroom, and I had to rock the bedroom. So I'm also explaining all this because, this happened. And this, when I was 7 to 8, I remember everything. It happened. But my mother was not in my life, and I had no one else to tell. Trust me, I had no one else to tell. But it kept on hurting me very, very bad. I remember sometimes I can even dream about it. It was very bad. So her not being in my life, it was very hurtful. After my family found out that she was married somewhere else, she never cared about me. Like, she never cared about me. So if I had a mother, I believe I could have told her all the stories. I could have explained to her what her daughter is passing through or what her daughter has passed through. But I didn't have anyone like that. I didn't have a father. That's why everyone was just taking advantage of me, because they know I have no one else to talk to. I have no one else. I have no one who I can tell these things. So that happened when I was around 8, 9. Then when I was 10 years, I had to move to another city. So I'm not saying I'm very beautiful. I know I'm pretty, and Maine started to trying to date me and all that. So I do remember some people could just touch my, like, sexual harass me and all that. Like, it wasn't safe. But I was staying with my auntie, and I was not even able for me to even open up to her. Because all I wanted was my mother. I wanted to talk to my mother and all that. So I faced a lot of challenges like this. I have been abused by different people. And I remember calling my mother this other time, and she was like, oh, you don't have to be calling me and all that, because you're going to destroy my marriage and all that. Every time I meet her, when I ask her when am I going to visit her, she could always tell me that, no, you can't visit me because you're going to end my marriage. You're very troublesome and all that, so I can't accept you. And she even told me this other time that if you're not going to pass the exams, I'm not going to call you my child. So that was my childhood with my mother. She abandoned me at first, but she was still in my life, because she is my grandfather's daughter, so I could still know about her, but she never accepted me because she had she carried the anger and everything. Like, she was very upset with me. I don't know what happened between her and my dad, but it affected me very, very bad. So that's what I can explain about my mom today. Next time I'm going to explain more. Thank you.